Okay, so you've made your MakerBot CloudPrint account, and then you added a printer. So if you had a part that you wanted to make, you could actually print it out. And now we're going to print it out. So what's the next step? So open up this part right here. So you got your thing here. What we're going to do is going to go over to the left-hand column and down to where it says Parts. I'm going to click on Part 1. I'm actually going to right-click for the again, right-click. For a touchpad, I believe that's going to be a two-finger tap. So we're going to go up to Export, and you get this menu. So it's good to name it, especially if we're downloading things where other people are going to be with maybe our name. So say McNally, and then call it what it is. Don't make a silly name. Name it what the thing is. Bracket. Format, there are many choices, but we will generally leave it as STL, which is the default format. STL format we don't have to worry about. Units. For now, you can leave it at its default, whatever it is, inches, but over time, if you have an item that you need to be exactly the size that you made it, then it will be important that whatever you've been, whatever dimensions you've been using in Onshape, if you were using inches, then we put inches here. And everything else is okay, so we're going to say download. And it's now on my computer. So we've got, that's how you get the file downloaded. Now you'll notice that where we've been working is workspace management. To actually add your file, you're going to have to go to print preparation. So we're going to click on this, and this is the space that should be brought up. So we are in print preparation, and we need to get that part that we downloaded and put it into here. We can use the import button, but most students prefer to just drag and drop. So if we find our file explorer down here, this little envelope, if you downloaded it, the default space to which it should be placed will be in your downloads. So in my file explorer, we should see downloads over here. Sure enough, in mine, there's this McNally bracket that I made, and I can just drag that over into this space there, and there it is. And you don't see much, but that little thing down there is my part. And this is when we find out whether or not MakerBot Cloud, this software that we're in right now, is using the same units that we used. And it's clearly not, because my part was supposed to be 4 or 5 inches long. We should see this. This is this is to scale, a to scale view of the part versus the actual print space, the machine that you're going to print to. So yeah, my part's way bigger than this. I'm not going to go in and fix the units right now. Instead, we can go down here to scale, and we can see that it looks like it was in millimeters. And I'm just going to make this a lot bigger. And right now, this is called uniform scale. There's a way to reset this, but that's where what my size should have been. And at that point, we are now really ready to print. There's a couple things down here on these in this sort of menu, some options here. Smart Arrange, automatically arrange position of all visible components on build plate. I'm not sure what that does, but this one, Smart Orient, I like. Use the least amount of support material. This is good because it's going to go a little faster when you make your part, but also may make it easier for you to get the part off the tray. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. I don't know what it's going to do. This one, center model on build plate, not always necessary. I'm not going to bother with that. In fact, what will happen is your build plate may get used. If it gets used again and again in the same spot, that spot may wear away. So I recommend actually moving your parts in different two different parts of the build plate, and it's fine. This is important. Place face on build plate. It's possible when you move these things around that they may be sort of floating in midair, and it can't print that way. So I'm always going to click this at the end, and I'm going to say done. And we can now go ahead and hit print preview. Which may take a little bit of time. Quit the print preview. And now we're ready to print. You see prints available up here. By the way, if I go up to the middle here, it shows my printer. Right now I have MakerBot Replicator Plus, but I've already added these other printers. I have another replicator, and then these are my two sketches. And so in this area here, we can select which printer to print to. And if I was, for example, to say 7760, then here it would be, and it would be showing me that's a lot smaller printer, so might not actually work. I'm going to go back to my Replicator Plus, and it's ready to print now. Click print. See how long it takes. Slicing. And we should hear the printers get started over there. That's it. It's going to work. It's going to print that out for you.